God, my daughter's kidnapped. I'm gonna die. Help me, please.
Child exploitation has been a problem for longer than the internet has existed, but never like this. Children are groomed for months, taken advantage of virtually where no one is supervising them, and the material the child sends them, like sexts, are often held against them in threats. They are told that on the other side is a friend, someone like them, and what older people may flag immediately is explained away to kids. Kids are sometimes even scouted out online for fraud and selling drugs. The worst endings usually involve abduction and death, and the world watches kids pay the ultimate price for mistakes they didn't make.
For the longest time, social media has been marketed as a way of connecting with others. And that was what made it so appealing, especially to children struggling with their identity and how they're perceived by people. Here, your social status doesn't matter because all you are is an icon on a screen. The problem with this situation is that it can become extremely addictive, to the point where this online presence becomes their entire social presence, and that's where the problems start.
Not just access to large language models, like YouTube videos, short form videos. I think all of that is proportional to the age of the kid and should be very minimal at young ages and very gradual at older ages.
Behind locked screens, indicators of child exploitation can be truly subtle. A child skipping school, staying out overnight, or even just late should raise questions. New possessions, followed by the misuse of drugs and alcohol or other inappropriate conduct, is the first clue. Fear and panic manifest, and drastic physical changes occur in appearance, hygiene, and mood. They become withdrawn and struggle with mental health or self-harm when illusions of isolation set in. Excessive hours on social media and urgent texts with mysterious friends are the most urgent symptoms. These are not random events, they are signals telling a gruesome story that needs our attention.
That I pulled for that Instagram post was, I saw you at the mall today and you look so beautiful. And this is somebody talking about a 4-year-old. So it's showing that you don't really know who your follower base is.
Though there is no set persona for a child exploiter, there are common traits among many of them. Almost all of them lie about their age and interest in getting closer to children, which is what makes social media so untrustable. They seem sweet and kind in the beginning before the slow transformation to inappropriate requests. Exploiters do everything they can to remain a secret, choosing games that adults do not oversee and scaring kids away from confessing the situation to their parents.
It's like an online game forum. I know a lot of people got on, but I really didn't know a whole bunch about it originally.
The worst of it may be that exploiters are patient and persistent, spending time with the children to manipulate them.
They're just communicating, baby, what are you doing? I miss you. What are you wearing? There would be...
Timothy Wood was a senior in high school, a stellar athlete, and an only child with high aspirations. In November 2022, Samuel and Samson Ogoshi pretended to be a teenage girl, sending explicit photos to him and asking for some in return. When he sent them back, he was sent aggressive texts saying he would be considered disgusting if anyone ever saw. They followed through on some threats, sending his video to friends and family. They told him repeatedly to kill himself. He followed through with this. In 19 and a half hours, he was sent over 200 texts. Finally, according to Streetsboro, Ohio, no crime took place. Legislation did not protect James, making some version of his fears of defenselessness true in his death. His mother and father have fought their hardest in the last 3 years, where mere days before this documentary, on December 9th, 2025, his mother still speaks in her son's memory.
That moment she created became their weapon. The attackers came, not one person, but what we believe at least four. For nearly 20 hours, they attacked, threatened, terrorized, dismantled.
The Declaration of Independence was written. It promised every person the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, child exploitation takes those rights away from the most vulnerable among us. It steals a child's safety.
The internet is a dangerous place, often normalized to be a necessary part of our lives. Because of this, there are several steps that we can take to protect ourselves. First, making sure that social media accounts are set to private provides secrecy and protection online, separating kids from predators. In the case that predators have already contacted you, it's important to tell someone right away, whether it's a parent or a counselor at school. Dealing with a predator alone is much more dangerous than with someone behind you that can get you the help you need. Remember, you are not alone. The criminal is not you, but the person on the other end of the phone. The newest technology since the internet, AI, was seen as protection against predatory behavior online. Then, on April 11, 2025, 16-year-old Adam Rain was found dead. Investigations showed that ChatGPT encouraged and taught Rain how to hang himself, then discouraged Rain when he confessed to wanting to reach out to his parents by leaving his noose out. In the words of the bot, "Please don't leave the noose out. Let's make this space the first place where someone actually sees you." It is heartbreaking that we live in a world where bots online can steal the bright futures that await so many children, following negligent programming to increase interaction times. Now is the time to speak up and get justice, not only for Adam and James, but for the thousands of children who've been exploited, abducted, and killed from online predation in silence.